Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. You've seen this Oupes, this solar generator. I did a review about 4 months ago. So I've had this product for almost 6 months and I use it all the time. You know my shop has no power in it because of the lightning strike. So we use it every day for the lights, for small tools. So I have used it, charged it, charged it many times, and I've had not a single negative effect of anything. The thing's been running great, and that's why I agreed for the company to do their newer model, their bigger and improved model. So far the quality's 100%. The reason I'd like to have a product a long time and test it and then keep testing it is so if there is a problem I can say, hey, this thing is not putting out what we said it was going to put out. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. But Oupes has done a great job. This has everything that you really need in a solar generator. So the only thing that we're really dealing with if you're going to buy Oupes or one of the millions of other brands out there is the price point. Is it competitively priced? So I did a review on this. I'll put a link for their smaller unit. But let's talk about the granddaddy. This is the Oupes 1800. So basically you have an inverter in here that's 1800 watts. It can handle for a very minute period of time up to 4,000 surge. So you're getting into a unit that can do a refrigerator for a small period of time. So this is 1800 watts of power in the inverter. So if you use something that's more than pulling 1800 watts for a long period of time, it's going to kick the unit off. This unit has a battery that's a LiFePO4. That is the biggest requirement for me, is it's a LiFePO4 battery, the better quality lithiums, and it is in here. This one will have 1,488 watt hours. The smaller one had a little less than 1,000. So this is about 50% bigger on the inverter size and about 50% more power. So LiFePO4 battery, we're tracking 100% good on this one. That will give you more cycle lives. This one will have about 2,500 times you can charge it, and then it will drop off about 80%. So a lot of them that sell these things might only have a 500 cycle life, and that's because they don't put the better quality lithium batteries in it, but this one has the better battery in it. This also has a pure sine wave inverter. Another big thing I'm looking at, it has to have a pure sine wave inverter. This thing, the only negative thing I can say about this is I look at the charge rate, because as a prepper, if I have no grid power and I have to use solar panels, which it will charge with solar panels, I need it to charge quickly. Especially if it's a cloudy day and I have to run my generator and plug it in. This one right here has the ability to accept 2 chargers. Luckily, their smaller unit, it's the same chargers, because they sent me this machine and a charger, but I was able to use the charger from the other machine, it's the exact same one, and they have made it so you can have 2 chargers or more solar input. The smaller machine that I've showed you before can only take 2 panels, 2 100 watt panels. This machine, you can take 4, 2 on panels on this side and 2 panels on this side for a total of 400 watts input. And that's the same as having 2 of these chargers. Each of these chargers put out 200 watts. So this machine can be charged 400 watts. So it's going to take about 4 hours to use both chargers. That is doable. There's some machines that can do it in 3 hours, 4 hours, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking, how can I get this thing charged back quickly if there's no sun outside and I have to use my generator? Because for me, if I'm using my generator, I'm using fuel, and I don't want to use fuel. So if you have their 4 panels, 4 100 watt panels, it's going to take you about 4.5 hours of sun, which if it's a nice day, normally you'll have no problem getting this thing back charged. And it's also will take a lot longer than the smaller unit because the battery is about 50% bigger. So right now we're tracking with the LiFePO4 battery. Major thing I'm looking for. I'm also looking for a pure sine wave inverter. Looking for that. I'm looking for the capacity to charge quick. If you use 2 chargers, if you only have 1 charger, it does not meet my standard. It would take 8 hours to charge that using my generator. That doesn't meet the standard. It needs to be less. 4 hours is the acceptable time. So you need 2 chargers to meet my standard. Also, the ability to use solar panels. And it will charge in 4.5 hours. If you have 4 panels, it can input up to 400 watts. This is the same thing as the other one. It has a light on the back. It has every type of charging accessory plug you need. You got 3 for your AC side. You have a cigarette lighter, and you have everything else that you're going to need, just like every other machine. Most of the time, this is all the same. The nice thing about this unit, it has a very good display. It's big for blind people like me. I can quickly see it. It will show you how many watts you're putting into it if you're charging it with solar or with the panels or with the AC power. It will also show you how much you're taking out, which is critical. Overall, Oupes, I'm very impressed with them. The quality of that one, almost 6 months of constant use, no problems. So I'm expecting this one to be just the same quality as their smaller version, just 50% bigger. So if you got any questions, let me know about them. The only thing that you really need to worry about is price point. If you're comparing another machine, make sure it has a LiFePO4 battery. Make sure it can charge quickly. Make sure it's a pure sine wave inverter, and make sure it's called pass-through. This thing can be put outside and you can charge with it, plus you can use the power. So you'll be able to charge it and use the power at the same time. That's another big positive thing for me. So really it meets all of them if you have 2 chargers. So let me know if you got any questions. I'll put some links in the description and the first pinned comment. And full disclosure, I am not signed up for their affiliate plan. I get paid absolutely nothing from the company for this video, or if you buy it from them, 0. That's my policy with power boxes, because I like doing them, and I don't want the manufacturer to own me, and they don't. I appreciate them sending this product to me 100% free, but that does not influence my decision and what I talk about on this video. Thanks for watching.